Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Big Girl Ronin here, and today I will be showing off what I've been focusing on and working on a lot the last couple of days, mainly this last week, but some work has been done in the previous months, specifically this one right here, but I'm going to be showing off all the playlists I've made. And hopefully you guys will enjoy these. I think I have a playlist for most different music genres, even a little bit of country hidden in there, even though that's my way least favorite music genre. And then at the end, I'll also show off some of my other friends' playlists because they got some, not as good as mine, but they got some decent playlists too. So let's get into this. Starting off with this first one, which is the clickbait title I'm using. It is my opinion the greatest party playlist ever created. Tear the roof off. Are your hands in the air? Question mark. So it's 230 songs. You can see it right here. Alright, so the main reason I'm making this video, well, obviously I want to share these playlists with you guys, see if you guys get any enjoyment out of them, but also because I would like to get your guys' feedback. Like, I love in the comment section you guys are recommending songs, and don't be afraid to recommend a song that I might already have on there, because it doesn't really matter. I can just say, oh, I already have that, but just list a bunch of songs you'd want to see in these playlists. So obviously this is the first one, the party playlist. It was just pop songs, hip hop songs, stuff like that are they're well known enough. And then I got some deep cuts in there just because I want to leave my personal touch. Like I got some Denzel Curry. I had to put some Hollywood Undead on there because they're my boys. Which shout out to Hollywood Undead. They're about to release a first single from the new album. So if you guys want to go check that out, I'm gonna tweet it out when it first drops. So you guys can go listen to some Hollywood Undead because they're still kicking. They're still making great music after all these years. And so this is the first place, the party playlist. These are songs that are recommended by Spotify, and honestly, Spotify did a decent job of recommending party songs. Like they have "Freak My Shit" and "A Ladies." I don't know, those songs are just too thoughty for me to put on this playlist. Just kidding. I don't know. I have some E40. It's enough thought for this playlist. So if you guys have any songs that you just love to play at a party, if you ever get past the aux, it's just your go-to song, this is your song, recommend it down below in the comments, and I'll probably add it. See why not? Alright, so moving on from the epic party playlist, we have my dubstep, EDM playlist. Wub wub wub. And then this super vulgar line, which if you'd ever listened to Skrillex's Kyoto, you would know where that came from. I think it's pretty hilarious. So I'm not the biggest EDM fan. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who know it way better than I do. So this is probably the playlist I want the most feedback on because I think I have a good ear for it. Most of these songs I picked out are pretty good bangers. I kind of had a system of when I was listening to the song. I had to have a good build up. The bass drop had to be not too, it had to be experimental, but not industrial, rape your ear experimental. So that was kind of my qualifications I had. And I also liked a good sample. If they were going to use a vocal sample from a featured artist, I always enjoyed it if it was a good artist. And they Gucci Mane's on this song is pretty good. Of T-Pain. I Love McConan does a really good feature on this Steve Aoki song actually too. So if there's any EDM songs that you like to blast, if you're I'm not looking for chill EDM, there's another playlist that one of my friends created that I could show you guys later, some chill EDM, but this is more of bangers, super hard bass drops. I named it Wub Wub Wub, the bass in the description. So yeah, if you guys have any good EDM song recommendations, let me know, but if not, check this playlist out. I think it's pretty good. 150 songs, 155. Alright. So moving on, we have my classic rock playlist. This has 235 songs, and basically it's rock songs from, I think, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, all of which that are well-known songs, everything that you could sing along to. That's why I named it Rock Along, Keep On Rockin' Me Baby. So we have all the hits. This is a playlist just mainly for hit songs. I added a couple of songs that are maybe a little lesser known, but when you hear the guitar line or the chorus, you'll always know it. So even if you don't know the song right away, let's see if we get an example here. Maybe you wouldn't recognize Alright, right here. Okay, say you didn't know the song Drive and you didn't know who Incubus was, but then you listen to the song. I just realized you're not going to be able to hear this. Well, shit. All right, well, I'll just try to sing along. So that song goes, forever tomorrow, right there, open arms, starting. I think you guys might have understood my karaoke there, but like, so basically all these songs are well known, things you could sing along to. I don't know if I really need recommendations for this one, since I think I got it pretty covered on every popular song from those 5 decades. So, but you can leave some recommendations. This playlist is pretty perfect, at least in my opinion, so check this one out. Pretty proud of it. Alright, here we have Camping Trip Zulu, which was a collaborative playlist of my boy Kevin Barnett 54. And this is basically just like a camping playlist of like a really strange mix of songs, but I think it works well together. You could light up that campfire, play this playlist. It's short, sweet, lots of different genres. Let's check this one out. Alright, so moving on to my It's Been Lit playlist. Obviously, if you can see in the top right here, 3,509 songs in the original, and then in the sequel we have 1,262, and this one's still getting added to. So this is basically just like my whole discography of like the best rap songs of all time. So if you're ever looking for deep cuts, well-known songs, artists you've never heard of, underground people, maybe mainstream people who have songs you haven't heard before, like some of their older albums, it's basically all here. Like a lot of trap music, it's majority trap, but like hip-hop from 1990 all the way to modern day in this. So this is like just the ultimate guide to hip-hop if you want to like delve deep into the genre and really start to learn more about it and find some new songs you've never heard of before. So that would be in It's Been Lit 1, and the sequel. Well, my audio messed up, but thanks to the power of editing, I'm right back at it just a little bit hours later, so I can continue with the playlist. So after It's Been Lit, we have the sequel, It's Been Lit 2 Lit Harder, the sequel to the award-winning playlist. In this playlist, a lot of the more well-known rap songs are on the original It's Been Lit. So this one has a lot more deep cuts and some artists I hadn't discovered before, like 88 Glam. It's this duo from Canada. They're pretty good. And we have obviously all the music from 2019. So this is like a mix of deeper cuts that I hadn't found of before, and obviously all the new music. Who do we got here? We got Boozy Badass. Like I rediscovered a lot of Boozy Badass's old albums. YG, I went back and listened to a lot of his old music. So... And then one of the things you could do, if like you're trying to find one of your favorite artists, like say you love Gucci Mane, you could go to the filter, type in Gucci Mane, and then you could just see like all these songs of Gucci Mane that you might not have heard of before, songs that I liked. A lot of deep cuts on a lot of his old albums, especially on It's Been Lit 1. There's a lot of Gucci Mane and Suicide Boys and Waka Flocka and people. So you can just search any artist you like and then find songs you might not have heard of before. Alright, moving on, we have Pop Hall of Fame, the Eternal Middle School playlist. So this is basically like all the most well-known pop songs, mainly from the era of like 2006 to like 2012. So we have lots of Rihanna, Flo Rida, Pitbull, Sean Kingston, Chris Brown, even though he's kind of a scumbag, T-Pain, obviously, even some Drizzy Drake. There's some songs that go a little bit more into the future because I believe Views was released after 2012, and there's some late 90s like Christina Aguilera pop songs. So if you guys have any recommendations for this, because there's so many pop songs that kind of like were popular for a week and then like kind of got forgotten about, but like when you hear it again, you're like, oh, I love that song. That used to be my jam back in middle school. So if you guys have any songs like that, like you remember like the first song you danced to at your prom or whatever, let me know in the comments and I'll add them to this pop playlist. I always love adding songs to this playlist. Alright, moving on, we have my rap, rock, and metal playlist, Headbanging Intensifies. This is kind of a playlist that's like 70% Avenged Sevenfold and Hollywood Undead. It's like basically the entire Hollywood Undead discography and some other songs thrown in the mix, kind of heavier rock songs. I got a lot of Linkin Park, a decent amount of Disturbed, Metallica. So if you guys want to introduce yourselves to Hollywood Undead, this is the playlist for you. There's some songs that are similar, that kind of have a similar vibe, like Korn and who else? System of a Down. So if you guys haven't listened to Hollywood Undead, they're about to release a new album. You can catch up on some of the stuff you missed out from them. You can listen to the rap, rock, and metal playlist. This is probably the less appealing of all my playlists I made, but if you are into heavier rock and metal, give it a try. Moving on, we have Hype Onyx. Roll another one. This is kind of my moody, spooky, kind of a lot of deep cuts on this. Just songs that felt like a certain vibe I was trying to feel. Kind of like that late night driving down the highway vibe. Kind of that, I don't know, just chilling, like looking over the ocean type of vibe. I don't know, like it's just songs like kind of dark, spooky beats. Lots of Denzel Curry. A decent amount of Kevin Gates songs. Lots of deep cuts here. So if like you enjoy like this type of music, if like you listen to like a couple of these songs, you like the whole vibe, like this whole playlist is that vibe. I don't really know if you guys can give good recommendations for this, since it's kind of just like it's just kind of like a sound like I look for. So listen to this playlist. This is one of my favorite playlists. I think it's the playlist I listen to the most, just because I really like the vibe it gives off. And then on the flip of this, we have Whipperino Dinkerino. So if Hype Onyx like the kind of like chill, spooky, trappy bass, this is more like the blow your speakers out, speaker insurance recommended, like just really heavy bass bangers. Also a lot of deep cuts on both of these. So we have lots of Suicide Boys' like best like songs, a lot of Night Lavelle's best songs, and Bones. So a lot of these underground guys that just release super bass heavy, like explode your car speaker stuff. So if you guys have any other songs that you just like love to blast, like the loudest you can do, you can recommend it to me. So this is like the crazy banger playlist. All right, and the last playlist I'm going to go over that I created is the TMF Summer Songs playlist, Buffalo Milk included. If you know, you know, in that reference right there. So this is basically just like the ultimate summer playlist, like every genre possible. I was talking about country got a representation earlier. This is the playlist it's in, because it seems like some people like country in the summer. Who knows why, but whatever. There's lots of different songs from all different genres, but all that just like feel like a real summer vibe. This is a really collaborative playlist. Like I've had help from my sister, a lot of my friends, my cousins, like a lot of different people have contributed songs to this playlist. So it's been a real process, a lot of work put into it. So this is probably one of the playlists I'm most proud of too, just because it's been a long work in progress, always adding more summery songs. So I know you can't really enjoy it right now since it's about to be the fall and winter, but you can wait a couple months. You could hit that follow button, save it for next summer, vibe out to this playlist. Alright, so that was all the playlists that I was going to cover that I created. So now we can look at some of the playlists some of my friends and family members have created. So this is a account that is my two cousins, Shannon and Cameron, do, and they have some good playlists. Like, so they have a playlist that's kind of like their version of the TMF Summer Songs. It's just called Summer. It's 88 songs. Pretty similar, but you can compare and contrast the two. Let me know which ones you like better. And then they have Bumpin', which I guess is their version of my Whipperino Dinkerino playlist, but I guess this is the female version of it, so you can let me know. You can compare and contrast who's got the better taste in music, me or my cousin. So there's their Bumpin' playlist. Cameron Quinn is their name. And then moving on, we have my boy Aquatic, who is Ben Quinn. I'm sure you know him from some of my videos from before. And I was telling you earlier I had a chill EDM playlist, and this is the Focus playlist right here. Lots of chill EDM, I guess, for when he wants to focus. So you can look at this if you also want to focus right here. We have Car, which I have no idea what this playlist is supposed to be, but he has his own version of Whipperino Dinkerino right here, the Big Bass playlist. So you can compare all three of our playlists, Whipperino Dinkerino, Big Bass, and Bumpin', and then let me know which one you like the best. And then moving on, we have Bailey, who you also might know from some of my videos, our vlogging buddy, who I've linked times before. We have a playlist called, it's her version of my Pop Hall of Fame. It's called Throwbacks, Songs for the 2001 Kids. Sit back and feel like you're 9 year olds again. Kind of a similar joke to my joke, but so it's basically a lot similar, a lot more songs, even though, to be honest, it has 349 songs. At least 100 of these are just songs she added the same time over and over again. I don't know if she realized that. I was going to tell her about it, but yeah. So it's like a lot of the songs repeating, but a lot of different songs. It's definitely a different vibe from my Pop Hall of Fame. So let me know if you guys like any of the songs you wanted to add to mine, or if there's any songs that she should add to hers from mine. So let me know which one you'd like better. And then she also has her version of kind of, I guess, It's Been Lit, her version of that, her Not Yo Mama's playlist, which also has a pretty funny description. This playlist contains rap, pop, hip-hop, and basically just upbeat songs that'll make you want to hang with Drake and Wiz Khalifa. So there's that. We have a bunch of just random hip-hop and party song. So it's her version of, I guess it's Been Lit, or maybe her version of Tear the Roof Off. So another good playlist. It's got 4 followers, not bad at all. And then I guess finally, this is a unique playlist she has, the Israel playlist. So if you want to like study up on your Jewish music, you know, like what's that song? Hava Nagila Hava Nagila Hava doo-doo-doo-doo. That's a song, the slapper. So yeah, oh look at this right here. So yeah, if you guys want to study up on your Israeli music, there you go. So overall, hope you guys have enjoyed these playlists. If you want to find them, you can check the link in the description, or you could just search up Big Girl One. I promise there won't be any other bigger ones that pop up. Some of these other guys' usernames, Bailey Aquatic, they might be harder to find, but I follow them, so you could just check my account and look at my followers. So let me know what you guys think. I want to see lots of suggestions in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.
For my life, can't say that, girl. Don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit.